Good morning. Today's the day that we are going to be using cardboard to make a template for the cutout for the floorboard on the Red Rover. Anyway, this can be cutting the template, plywood, adding the sound dampener in, and the reflectix in the back of the van. So I hope you enjoy this video. It's not very well edited, but it's just raw, and I'm doing this all by myself. My wife's at work right now, so bear with me on the footage. It's not going to be a very long video because I'm sure you guys have watched thousands of people do the same thing I'm doing, and I don't need to get that much in detail of what I did. So I hope you enjoy this video, and thank you for watching. Well, good morning. Today we're going to work a little bit on the flooring. I took everything out of the back of the van. I picked up some cardboard from work. I sliced it in half so we can start cutting out the, I guess the jig, or what do you want to call it? I call it a jig. You might call it something different. The pattern, sorry, pattern. So basically we're going to use the cardboard to make our pattern around the wheel wells on both sides and the jack stand, and also the gas cap area. So let's go ahead and start that up and see what happens. So stay tuned and hope you enjoy this video. Okay, this is what I got so far. This is the driver's side rear wheel gas tank. I marked down here 7 inches forward, so from there to there 7 inches. That way the board will go over and lay down on top of that rubber mat. And then right here is the cutout for the fuel pump, which we'll be having in the floorboard as well. So that's the front portion of the vehicle. It's not easy to do, trust me, but we're going to move on to the back portion now. So let's see how that turns out. Okay, so what I've done so far is I made my templates on the driver's side and the passenger side. So what I got to do now is transfer this to the plywood and mark out the template on the plywood, and hopefully everything works out as planned, so cross your fingers. Okay, I removed the templates from the vehicle and I taped them on the piece of plywood that I'm going to be using, and did all my measurements and marked it up so I can go ahead and cut it out. I'm probably going to have to do some more trimming on this once I do cut it, unless I cut on the inside of the line versus the outside line or on the line. That way it'll kind of be not as close of a cut. So let me get this on the workhorse and we'll see how it turns out. I'm going to be splitting this in the middle. It's 33.5, so it's 33.5. So I have 2 sheets, so I have to cut this sheet down the center and then the other one as well. So cross your fingers, hope it works out great. Well, the first piece is done. It's my first time doing this, so it's not exactly straight, but it'll work. I mean, I do have a little extra lip over here, but I can fill that in. Plus there's going to be a plate anyway going over this, so it's going to cover it. But let's go inside and see what the other front part looks like. So I wanted it to overlap onto the rubber mat, so that worked out perfect for me. I'll probably have to make something here so the cooler sits level when it's in there. But I guess not bad for just using a piece of cardboard and going to town. I mean, it'd be a cleaner install if it was carpet going over the top instead of tile, but it is what it is. It's not a Mercedes-Benz, it's a camping van, so there's going to be some tweaks. Everything's going to be perfect. But just want to give you a heads up of what's going on so far. Well, I cut up the other side. I think it would have been easier if I did this in two pieces going this way instead of this way. But a little boo-boo right there. Put some duct tape on there, but once it's tiled, you won't see that anyway. I opted to keep the floor jack only because it's convenient, it's right there. A lot of people cut this out. It's not really taking up space. And then on this end, I came up a little short on this side. So I'm just gonna cut a strip to put inside there, but I'm not really concerned about that because of the fact that there's gonna be a cover plate here anyway. So other than that, I think it's ready to put the reflectix down underneath and also the sound deadening pad. Oh, let me show you this away real quick. So this came out nice and clean. And then right here is, once again, you're gonna have a rail on this side here, so you won't see any of that. One's gonna cover all this stuff. So anyway, just wanted to give you a quick look. Also right there, I still have to cut that out for the to where the fuel pump is, so we have access to that. So anyway, that's what I got so far done. I'll upload some more to this video when I'm done. Well, it's finally here. We're going to put down the sound dampening pads in the back. A Red Rover. So hopefully this goes well. Never used this stuff before. Seems pretty straightforward. I bought the sound dampening on Amazon. It's like 40 bucks by 36 by 36 square feet. And then I got the tools to roll it. Got the microcloth cleaner so I can clean the surface before I start applying it. I'm going to do it in a checkerboard pattern. And I'll be also covering the wheel wells. Alright, so let's see how this goes. Okay, so what I did is I did a checkered pattern just to get the areas that don't need any like custom cutting done. So that's what I did first. I'll go back in and fill these other spots, but like over here, this is all custom cut. Over by the wheel wells, and so on and so forth. That area there I'm leaving open because that's where the fuel pump access is. So I'm gonna leave that open. All back in here will be covered, and then I'll start working on the fender wells. I did stick one on the side panel just to see how it's gonna stick. Right now we're still in triple digit weathers, so I want to put just one up to see how it holds up in this heat. But yeah, I'm gonna go back and start filling these in, and then start doing the custom cutting ones over around the edges that need it. So we'll see how this goes. Sorry I didn't film installing it. There's like thousands of videos on YouTube on how to put this stuff in. It's a peel and stick and you roll it on with a roller. So I didn't want to waste your guys' time watching boring videos on rolling padding to the floor. But anyway, let me get some of this other stuff done. I'll show you another part. Okay, I've completed all the sound deadening. I filled up the front, the little tight quarters over there, and also back in here. I did have another extra piece, so I stuck it up on this side. But it's covered, it's ready to go. I still have to do the wheel wells on both sides. And once again, that's going to stay open because that's where the fuel tank is to get access to that. So next on the list is Reflectix. So I'm going to be laying this on top of all this. So I'm going to cut it to trim it to size. And then I'm going to use probably a spray glue to keep it down. And then after that, the plywood will go back on top of that. So let me go ahead and get started on doing the Reflectix. Okay, the Reflectix is down. It's not the best job ever. I mean, you're not going to see it. It's just there for protection. Sorry. Anyway, I put some seam tape right here where the two pieces come together. And then the main entry points I put tape on as well. So we got some on the back door, got some there on the slider door, and then where it comes in from the cab to the back of the rig. That way it holds it in place as you're walking across it. But other than that, we are done with this portion. We can now put the plywood back into the back of the van, and the next step from there is actually screwing the plywood to the floor. I still have to cut out the thing for the fuel pump there, so that has access to it. So anyway, that's where we're at so far. Well, thank you for watching this video. In the next video coming up, we're going to be working on cutting the floorboard open for the fuel access. Also, we'll be putting sound dampener on the wheel wells and Reflectix on the wheel wells. And hopefully after that, we'll be screwing the floorboard to the ground. So stay tuned. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.